Ew, ew, ew. Maka, what is that?
What's what?
That, what is it?
This is my pilot's thumb from when I was a witch in Macbeth. I stole it.
I don't like Shakespeare. It's so boring.
I guess you don't like The Lion King then.
Oh my goodness, I love The Lion King.
The Lion King is Hamlet.
Oh, Lion King.
Simba is Hamlet. To avenge or not to avenge, to be or not to be. Yeah, he's trying to figure out if he should go back to the Pride Lands. Hamlet's trying to figure out if he should go back and take his kingdom back.
Whatever.
I guess you don't like 10 Things I Hate About You either.
I love 10 Things I Hate About You. Heath Ledger.
Shakespeare? Yep, that's Taming of the Shrew. Julia Stiles as Kate. Heath Ledger as Petruchio. Fingers. That's true. That's Shakespeare.
It's just those two.
Besides, it's not even relevant today. What if I told you Shakespeare wrote a Me Too play? It's called Measure for Measure. Measure for Measure. You want to hear about it? Fun fact, I was in a production where I played Isabella the Super Virgin. But keep it to the highlights. The highlights from Shakespeare.
Yeah, I'm a highlights.
Okay, Mel Brooks. I'm going to have to leave a lot of stuff out, but let's go. Highlights from Shakespeare. Okay, picture it. Vienna. Oh, like in Romeo and Juliet. No, that's Verona, Italy. This is Vienna, Austria.
Maka.
Keep it to the highlights. I will, and I'm going to leave a lot of stuff out. Okay, so Vienna, Austria. When we first arrived, there's this duke. He's in charge of everything. He says, hey, I'm going to Poland. I'm going to leave my main man in charge, Angelo. Angelo's a good guy. Angelo knows right from wrong. Angelo is so fair. Yay, Angelo, and he pieces out.
Maka. Awusho.
Why did the Duke go away? He wants to see what people do with the laws when he's not there.
Oh, undercover. Django undercover boss.
Yes, Ntlantla. He's doing an undercover friar. The point of our performance when we did it was that we were taking it to places that might not usually get to experience Shakespeare because Shakespeare's expensive. People think Shakespeare is for very hoity-toity people.
And you went around and you took it to a bunch of places.
Yeah. So there we were. We're partying, right? Because that's what's happening in Vienna. Everyone is jamming. It's like, bah, 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 bah. Record scratch. Angelo, who's been left in charge, is bringing down the hammer of the law in Vienna. Everything is illegal now. One of the first people who's going to be punished is someone named Claudio.
Claudio?
He's been sentenced to death. Got his girlfriend pregnant out of wedlock.
Premarital sex, that's it.
He's being made an example of. He sends for his sister. She's about to take her nun vows tomorrow. She's really smart. She's really eloquent. She was always quite the debater when we were young, and she can really talk circles around anyone. Go get her and tell her that they need to not kill me. Go and they get this nun out of a convent. My brother, Claudio, why? I played Isabella. He impregnated someone. She thinks about it and goes, was it Juliet? They were childhood loves. They've known each other forever. They should just get married. But he's being made an example of. So they're gonna kill him anyways. And she goes, well, what can I do? She's told, you're a woman, you're powerful. Go be powerful. And she's all, oh, fine. I'll see what I can do.
Bored now.
Do you want to hear this story? Let's just get back to the story. Yeah, go back. She goes and she tries to plead her case. Angelo's first reaction is what? No. Your brother broke the law. He should die. And she goes, okay, that's legit. But this law that he broke, a lot of people break this law. This law has not been upheld for a very long time, and you've decided now without any sort of precedent or warning that my brother must die. That seems a little unjust. And he's kind of impressed, but you know what? He's still like, no, I'm doing this. This is happening. I know it's right. She goes, listen, I can tell you're a good person. I think you have a good heart. I have a good heart too. As you can tell, I'm a nun. If you really do have a good heart, like I think you have a good heart, you should know that you do not have the power to judge anyone on this planet. You're a person, I'm a person, my brother's a person. No person can judge anyone else. Only he on high can do that.
Wow. Wow.
She loves her some Jesus. She was just ready to take these vows. She's literally here just to save her brother. So he says to her, okay, come back tomorrow. And I'll let you know about your brother. Bessie? She comes back tomorrow, as she's been told to do. Angela goes, Isabella, would you rather your brother die by the harshest hand of the law, or you do something kind of a little bit less than savory, but you save your brother's life? And her response is, I would rather there be justice and my brother live. Yay! And he's all, I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying. There's a way for you to save your brother, and you can do something. If you don't do something, then your brother will die, and it'll kind of be your fault. He eventually just comes out and goes, says, like, listen, sister, if you want your brother to live, you need to give me your body. What? And so she's all, oh snap. You are not the person I thought you are. You are actually quite disgusting and terrible. This is terrible. I'm gonna tell people what kind of person you are. You need to write a decree for my brother, or I'm going to tell everyone. And do you know what he says? But who will believe you? You are you. I am me. I have a great reputation. Hey boo. I am esteemed in this land, and my position and state will allow me to say that you are lying. Dodi! Angelo, you rotten! He chased me around the table, and then chased me under this table, and then he grabbed me and walked out the room. Was that hard?
Yeah, was it hard?
Being in that situation, playing that role, memorizing those lines. Honestly, you know how most women have had something happen to them, or something almost happened to them? Well, I'm not special in that regard, and I'm just like it, most women. It was challenging. Why didn't you say anything? When you think of a classical actor, who do you think of?
Sir Ian McKellen.
Love them.
Dame Maggie Smith. Sir Patrick Stewart.
Love them! Did you notice that no one you said looks like me? Because the classical world has an idea of what it looks like. Yeah, you know, you're right. And a lot of mystical plans. She's classical ballerina. And so being someone who is trained in that means that I spent a lot of my time in the back of the room. When the opportunity finally came where I was in the front, and it was 100% about my character, and we're going to these places that don't usually get Shakespeare, and this might be their first exposure, the last thing I would ever want to do is ruin their experience of Shakespeare. Or worse, have a door that usually only lets one of me in at a time shut permanently behind me because I was feeling things. Veronica, that's sad. I know. And I would say something now. I just wasn't really raised to advocate for myself. And in that context, I felt like everyone else was more important. I had witnesses, everyone saw, everyone was there. And so after it was done, I looked everyone in the eye and I said something that I continue to say to this day whenever things are weird. To whom shall I complain? At the very first preview, there was someone behind me. There was a voice that went, everybody. Everybody. And that's what I mean by I wasn't alone. When we were at Sentinella maximum security prison, when I said, to whom shall I complain? I heard a voice behind me go, to us. And I went, oh, okay, let's go, let's do this. And I looked for the voice. I tried to find the person, I looked them straight in the eye, and I said, to tell this, who would believe me? Clear as a bell, just without even yelling, said, we would. And I almost burst into tears because the people I was performing for had either done the assault that I just experienced, had been assaulted, have witnessed an assault, or know of someone who has been assaulted. And in that moment in time in Sentinella maximum security prison, I had never felt more empathy in my entire life.
Then what happened?
I said, no, it's okay. I'll tell my brother Claudio. He's a good guy. He'll never allow this to happen. And off I went to Claudio.